The reason why I want to talk about Versus is for this reason. The Like a couple of weeks ago, they had so like Joe Budden, not Joe Budden, Swiss Beats. Swiss Beats was the owner, so like he did sell it. I'm not sure exactly what the stakes, what the terms of the deal are, but in terms of it being a black-owned company, to the extent that it was, they had for 2020 and 2021, you could go and watch the shows for free. So the last verses they had, which is like the middle of February, Valentine's Day. Yeah, it was a Valentine's Day show. They had what Music Show Child and Anthony Hamilton. So a Music Show Child and Anthony Hamilton versus, and then they said, oh, it's gonna now it's a subscription charge, but so it's gonna be like $5 or something like that a month for the subscription, but you can get a 7-day free trial. The black people on the black Twitter just, oh, this is outrageous. I'm not paying for this. Like, oh, it's free up until now. Now you expect us to pay for it? We're not paying for this. And I'm like, okay, while we're talking about black business, the element of creating black business is part of it. The second part is us as consumers. We have to be spending the money with black business. Like the black businesses go
That's
nowhere
a
if we're
huge
not
problem.
willing, if we're not actually willing to spend the money with black businesses. So like it's crazy because people are spending $15, $20 for Netflix, uh, for any other thing. Then you have this partially black owned company that's going to start charging, but you can even get the 7-day free trial, and people just absolutely revolt. Like, oh, we're not paying for this. This is outrageous. It's like, wait a minute. Like, you've got these two superstars doing this show. Like, you pay for a concert, right? Like, what's the like? If you're not willing to patronize black businesses, we're in some trouble. Like,
That's what the free mentality that the blue team promotes. Everything should be free, provided for, and taken care of. It's just that we don't know on the other side that it's an investment in ourselves, like education. Education should be free. No, you're saying education should be provided for. It should be paid for. That we have some value in it. Our values are in the wrong places, and that's why
I mean,
Martin Luther King said something very dangerous. I think you've heard me say it many times. He said in one speech, because I never thought I quote him. He said, "Listen, you cannot legislate morality. You
yeah,
cannot
exactly.
legislate
Right,
morality."
right. See, my thing is,
I'll be right back.
okay. So my thing is, I see black people willing to spend money with non-black people. Like, no question. If there's no difficulty, there's no problem, and it's not even a matter of them looking for value. It's a matter of them saying, "Oh, it's not black owned. Okay, I'll spend my money with." Like, people will spend hundreds of dollars on some Jordans, even though it costs them less than $10 to make. So it's worth less than $10, but people will have no problem spending $150 for it. And so now it's like this. So now, when it comes to verses, there are some shows that will be more valuable than others. So that's why I think like a subscription course isn't a great model for the verses, because if you've got somebody like I talked about the KRS Big Daddy Kane verses, that was a phenomenal verses. Any verses that had the locks in it, Jada kissing them, they killed it. Ja Rule versus Fat Joe, those what like some of the premier verses, like just absolutely phenomenal shows. You got to see like these cats playing great songs that hit you, like, and seeing them like Ja Rule. People forget about this. A lot of something people don't realize about Ja Rule. The man knows how to put on a performance. The man, like, you could have rolled with 50 Cent in the 50 Ja Rule beef all you want, but Ja Rule knows how to put on a performance. But then when you look at the KRS and Big Daddy Kane versus, that was just that, like, you just are transported to back in the day. And like I said, I had forgotten how good Big Daddy Kane was. And as a live performer, dude is amazing. Dude is amazing. And I'm a KRS because I'm a conscious head. I listen, conscious rap is my thing.
Yes.
But Big Daddy Kane, listen, there's one way KRS could have won that versus. If KRS had done self destruction, he wins that versus. He didn't do self destruction, and so I give that versus to Big Daddy Kane, because Big Daddy Kane did it. He handled that versus.
Well, my
Um,
question is that you brought up a good point, because I remember as a kid when self destruction hit. And my
Yes.
question to you and for your viewers is, how can we take our culture back, not to be so compromised by the vultures of the culture, to that kind of consciousness and actually play music that is more, keep us more focused and more, harmonious. You know what I mean? For example,
Right.
that kind of stuff would shed knowledge and would provoke thought. All right.
Right.
And it could
Right.
provoke conversation and it could provoke something more positive, productive than what's going on now, which is actually making the money with the controversy and the sex and blah, 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 blah. So that's the point I would bring to our art form.
I don't know if you heard about the Fire Festival. That's it was a mess. Uh, but yeah, so yeah, what we have to do is in terms of, but like that's why the technology that exists today is so powerful because right now I have a show. I have a show on YouTube right now. Like I didn't need to get permission. I didn't need to get the approval of the powers that be because they wouldn't have given it to me. They've been like, you, we're not giving you a show.
You got a
Like,
black man talking like that? Wearing a suit and tie? Hell no.
like they're like no, we know, like no, we're not giving you nothing. We're not giving you no shine. So now we have the technology that we can, and that's why we need to take advantage of it while it's accessible. Because right now, both the Democrats and Republicans are coming for Section 230. And the reason why they're coming for Section 230 is because that allows regular people to directly reach the public. So you can like that like that's what
30. Let's see. What's that?
yeah. So like you have so much talent out there that can directly reach the people. You've got RDC World. Like I don't know if you know those brothers, young brothers. They do these comedy skits and everything. They are supremely talented. They didn't need to get approval. They didn't have to put on a dress and get hired by
Just
Comedy
let it
Central.
go.
Listen, they didn't have to do that to get shine. You got like the dude out of off the West Coast, Big Job. Like these dudes, they're so creative. There's so much creativity. There's so much talent there. And then you've got people in the music world who they can just make their tracks, make their music, and then directly promote it on social media. And it completely bypasses that whole machine that was picking and choosing. Like, okay, yeah, your music isn't negative enough. You're not killing enough black people in your music, so we're not going to promote you. We'll give you a deal, but just to keep you sitting down, and then we'll promote this guy who's absolute garbage, but he's like, yeah, I'm gonna kill you. He's singing nursery rhymes, and talking about how he's gonna kill every black man on his block.
Heaven
Like
forbid, heaven forbid he says kill the Jews or the gay man.
listen, but like that, that there's not even a question. If he says anything like that, not only is he like they're shutting him down, they're indicting him. They're indicting him. But the music that is so negative against black people, like it's not even that's not even a bug. That's the feature. Like that's the feature. We want you to talk about this so that we can promote you. So now, but now you do have these young cats doing the drill rap. And I think there's a potential for us to, like, I don't like what Eric Adams is talking about on trying to shut down drill rap.
Oh,
I
well,
think
yes, that goes back to my point of you can't legislate morality.
right.
Because
I,
that's
I
for example, I saw a joke, but I'm passionate about this
yeah,
because I actually downloaded his PDF, his criminal justice reform plan, and I filed the money. I said, well, you're going to let NYPD do this, but who has control of procurement? Where did that contracting come from? Are you going to let them contract a consultant from Nebraska, give them cultural sensitivity training, when they should be contracting other people in their community? Like all that's right there. But yes, go ahead.
Connell Brown, welcome. Yeah, it's like the drill rap. I think the old heads need to be involved. So like these is young cats that don't. They've got a lot of energy, but I think they will. If you've got the cats that are from the street, they have the ability to connect to this younger generation. And they see because if you're dealing with somebody who's a square, they can't reach these young cats because they're like, nah, you don't know our language, you don't speak our language. But if you have somebody who's been in that life, these are the individuals that can reach these youngins and say, listen, let's say you want to do your drill rap, keep it on wax. Like make that music and then don't actually go out and shoot people. Realize that you can make money, get your money, and then you can start like you don't have to be like you can do something else with it. But like it's so there's the two sides of it. But like the creativity, the potential to promote creativity and not be dependent on somebody else to have to promote our music. because we can even improve the situation if we have black media, so that we can.
You brought it full circle. You
Oh
just
yes, 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 yeah. So with black-owned media now, what do we do? I can see this talented cat that's talking about, building up his community.
Well,
He's spitting a conscious message,
all-
and he's doing it because here's the thing. The question is, like, a lot of the critique people would say is, oh, conscious rappers didn't have good beats. That's a lie, because I've seen them take conscious rapper beats and then do other stuff to it. So, but you do need to, and this is something I'm learning to do better now, in terms of being more entertaining and less preachy. Thank you for checking out this clip of Escaping the Echo Chamber. If you would like to check out the entire live stream, you can click on the screen now, or you can click on the link in the description box below. I'll see you next time.